Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
Ones, empaths, what you got to understand about this narcissist that was involved in your life is if you were reverse discarded or discarded, they're not serious, right? They're not serious. They're putting you on the shelf, you know. They want you to stay there hurt, betrayed, you know, broken. And eventually, when they feel the time's right, they'll try and reach out to you again with the Hoover. This is what they do. And this is why it's fundamental that you have the final discard. Remember, it's always the chosen one or the empath that has the final discard. You need to internalize, you need to think, you need to reflect. You need to come to a decision in your mind that no matter what they put in front of you, that you'll never let them back into your life again. This doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. This could be friendships. This could be family members. This could be colleagues. This could be associates. If you've come to the firm understanding that you were dealing with a narcissist or a narcissists involved in your life, then it's down to you to make sure that you never, ever let them back in again. You need to make sure of this. You need to try your utmost to visualize, you know, what you've been through, the pain you've been through, and realize that there's nothing that they can offer you. Realistically, there's nothing that they can offer you. Right? A sorry's not going to cut it. Apologies aren't going to cut it. Right? You have the final discard. You don't need to be sitting wherever you are in the world feeling like a reject, feeling like you got rejected by this narcissist, you know, in triangulation with them and the new supplier, for example. You don't need to be thinking none of that stuff. All you need to be thinking is about having this final discard. And the thing is, you know, if you can envision having this final discard, taking it into your stride, you don't even have to let them know, right? You don't even have to let them know. You don't even have to utter no words. Pure silence. Silence is golden. You don't have to say nothing at all, right? But I tell you, a time's going to come. A time will come. Indefinitely, a time will arise when this narcissist comes back to the shelf looking for you and realizes you're not there waiting, you know? Whether that's them reaching out to you and you've already blocked them, you know? Or you tell them where to go if they do get back in contact with you, if they turn up at your house or something like that. And you have the final discard physically then. But you've already gone through the emotions of it like months before, for example. Right? You've already gone through the emotions, you've already gone through all of that, or even longer, you know? Narcissists that are involved in your life, and you hear of narcissists across the globe hoovering after decades, right? If it takes that long for the time to arise, if you've put in all the inner work, you've got to a firm understanding that you don't want this parasite back in your life, and you're sure of that, right? You've already done the final discard way before they're even know. But I tell you what though, they will feel an energy shift, because the longer you stay there hurt, in tears, not eating, not sleeping, in pain, like what happens in early days of narcissistic abuse, they can feel that energy. They keep tabs on you. If you're on social media especially, some of you aren't on social media, some of you are, but if you are on social media, they do keep tabs on you, you know? And even those that aren't on social media, you know, narcissists will stalk their former victims, right? And you could have been the one who's got discarded, but the narcissist seems to stalk you. This narcissist seems to turn up at places where you work, or, you know, bump into you in the street. They're weirdos. They're absolute weirdos. They want to keep tabs on you to see that you're hurt. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help people out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But remember, it's always the chosen one who has the final discard. You need to make sure that you do this. You have the final discard. Don't feel like a reject, because the narcissist is not true. The narcissist is not honest. The narcissist that was involved in your life is not honest. The narcissist that was involved in your life is not true. They're not. They were merely putting you on the shelf. They wanted to go with new supplies or whatever they wanted to do with their lives, right? But they thought that you would be there so they can pick you back up off the shelf or off the hook, however you want to call it, you know? They left you on the hook, all right? Make sure you're not there waiting for them, right? I know you got to really get it into your mind that this person is no good for you. You really have to get it into your mind that this person is no good for you. And by you doing this, it's going to work wonders, you know? It's going to take a lot of reflection. It's going to take a lot of thought, you know? Coming to terms that this person you thought was a good friend or was your romantic partner and you had a future together, or was a trustworthy family member, or was a loyal colleague or associate, you got to come to terms with they're not that, right? You got to start not looking through the lens of the narcissist, that situation. Look through the lens of the chosen one and the empath, right? See it for what it really is. This person come along into your life. They saw you as an opportunity. Narcissists that are involved in your life are opportunists. They thought to themselves that you can supply all their emotional, spiritual, or physical needs. They believed that you could provide them a potent source of supply, and they absorbed all of that supply from you. And yes, your supply might have to start to dwindle towards the end. And at that point, the narcissist washes their hands of you, discards you, reverse discards you, and goes on to find a new supply. You've heard how that fails miserably in previous videos I've done. They'll never be able to replace you. And that's oftentimes why they come circulating back. Because they're very stubborn and they try and replace you, They may run through several supplies trying to replace you, and they fail. And then they'll come to the understanding that they need to come and circulate back to you. And that's why you need to not be on the shelf, right? If you hear from them again, you reject them, you tell them to go away, you tell them you want nothing to do with them, you make it clear, and then you literally have the official final discard. And it's going to be a I can't even think of the word I'm trying to say. It's going to be a significant step in your healing journey. Having the final discard, having the final say-so, right? It's going to be a very significant step in your healing journey, and it's going to work wonders. It's going to do you great, right? Finally having that final discard, right? That's what it's all about. So make sure you do the inner work through the dark days, through the pain, through the hurt. You do the inner work. You come to a firm understanding that you want a final discard. You want to do the final discard, right? And it's going to happen. You're going to be given the opportunity. They're going to reach back out to you. They will do. They're going to try and hoover you. They're going to contact you on social media. They're going to make sure you're strong enough to reject these hoovers. Remember, hoovers are temperament checkers. They're trying to assess where you're at. And let their assessment be that you're no longer interested in them and you no longer want nothing to do with them whatsoever. That's where you need to be at, right? So make sure you have the final discard. Prepare yourself for the final discard, even though you mentally and spiritually do it. Prepare yourself for physically doing it in real time when the time arises that they reach back out to you, because without a doubt, they're going to reach back out to you. You're going to hear from them again, right? But don't let that information be that you thinking, oh, maybe you can sort things out. Maybe no. There are narcissists that was involved in your life. They're really messed up creatures, and you need to make sure that you have this final discard. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. If you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, a spiritual channel, Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. So anyway, we'll be back with another video soon. Peace.